Hello, Minecraftians. This is episode 2 of the Let's Play, and as promised, we are going to be building a bridge across the front door from my entrance, and extending this out so that I can get out of my home easier. I think we're also going to work on this door. Something definitely needs done about that. I don't have enough room to do any cool kind of like 2x2 or 3x3 piston door. So I think we're just probably going to make it double doors, or maybe two, I don't know, I might be able to fit piston doors if I clean this up. We'll see. We're going to do something about the doors. But first, we need to do something else, and I also wanted to clarify something. So after watching episode 1, I realized I was talking about, cleaning things up a lot. And we definitely will be doing that. However, that's not going to be the only thing that we do in this LP. We're going to be doing other things too. We're going to be starting new projects, like for example the bridge. I need a mob farm. There's stuff that needs done in the nether, nether wart farm, blaze grinder, things like that. Lots of other projects that I've got that need started. There's also projects that need finished, so like the tree farm needs finished. And then there's projects that need prettied up. So like I have a classification system, I've got a whole notepad document full of things that I need to do in my world. And basically they fall into one of 3 categories. It needs to be built, the bridge. It needs to be finished, the tree farm, because it's built, but it's not really built. It's sort of built. It's utilitarian, like I can get the job done with it. There's more than enough trees, but it's not built all the way done. So like finishing the project. And then prettying things up is what I call it. The final step, where I'm not going to need to add or remove a single block. It's done. So yeah, there's lots of other things we're going to do. There's going to be, some episodes of, I don't know, spelunking, exploring out in different directions. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of different things, not just prettying things up. But first, before we start on the bridge, we need to walk through a door somehow. Yeah, remembered, and if anyone noticed, that the fishery, wait, this isn't the fishery. This was the first fishery, back when my home was tiny. This needs to be torn down. So, we're going to destroy this, get it out of the way. Ooh, I hope I got that coal. Okay, good, because these are full of coal. I don't break too many furnaces, so I didn't know if I got the coal back. It's a good thing I do. There we are. The crafting bench. I am going to have to get rid of that, because it's going to be in the way for the door. And I'm going to have to get rid of this chest, but there's a lot of stuff in that, so I'm not going to do that on camera. I'll get rid of that off camera. And I think I am going to get cut here. I'm going to get cut. Hopefully my cat's nice. I'm going to cut here and start work on this bridge, get some ideas, and we'll be back as soon as something gets done. Alright guys, so we got a tiny bit of work done. Yeah, super pretty. Nothing out this way. I decided I should do the door first before the bridge, so then I know where to center the bridge. I decided to go with a 2-wide piston door, because it turns out I had plenty of space. There we go. Nice and simple, but effective. Another tutorial I copied from CNB Minecraft once again. Super easy. 60 seconds is all it took him to build it. About 2 minutes was all it took me. So yeah, definitely great tutorials. I like the way it looks. Like it a lot. I build things out of cobblestone first, because I usually have to destroy them a lot, rebuild them. So now I'm going to go back in with the stone brick or whatever I decide to use for the facade, and replace all of the temporary placeholder bricks, being the cobblestone. Extended this out. This isn't going to be here. This was just so that I could test it, see how it works. I think I'm going to hide a button somewhere to open it. And then, yeah, very simple. Just tiny little thing. The only thing is it's kind of cutting it close to my stairs. So, yeah, I'm going to have to pull the wire out from underneath and down that way. And I'm going to do it all underneath, not on this main floor. So then that way I think this is going to be covered, this row here, and then you're going to come in and the stairs will be immediately on the right. That means this will probably get filled in. I moved the food over to here, super organized, because it was definitely in the way. And yeah, I think, yeah, fill that in, run this underneath, and then this will probably get filled into here as well so that it's even on both sides. But we'll see. So yeah, that's where we're at, guys, and see ya in another cut. Alright, guys, so I went to throw the button on there, and that's when I realized that buttons do not give a steady signal. And as I want to be able to get through the door, that is kind of handy. So I put some levers out there, and then on the inside, and I was testing it, trying to get it to work, and it would work, except that you couldn't open it from this side and then close it from the other side, because I was drawing both lines of power into here. If it's not covered up, go on a hole. So one would still be on when you turn the other off, and it wouldn't do anything. So I spent a whole lot of time getting frustrated, trying to figure it out, trying to make different setups to get it to work, and then finally I was like, a T flip-flop. So I can use buttons, and as long as I draw the power from the same spot, each button on the inside and on the outside will toggle the flip-flop, and then the door will open or close, whether I'm on the outside or inside, so then I can't get locked out of my house. So right now, we got the button going into the door. It works. I also spent a whole lot of time with the button here trying to get the power up that way, but it kept turning on different pistons. It was really annoying. So I had to settle for this lower button. So basically, I just got to go build that flip-flop down here, and then connect that to wherever I decide I want my button to be on the inside. I'm not quite sure yet. And then clean some things up, and I will finally have a proper door for my house. So I'm going to get that T flip-flop working. I'm not going to do it on camera because I have a feeling it's not going to work on the first try, and it'd be kind of boring to watch me fail over and over. So I'll see you guys in just a moment. Victory is mine. There we are. So I can keep pushing the button, door will keep opening and closing. Inside we've got pressure plates right there, which will set it off again. Then when I go to leave, I can hit the pressure plate, door will open, and I can leave. It just takes a moment with the pressure plate. There's too many delays in the way to be able to just continue running, but it's good enough. Good enough. And then, like this, I can do it from both sides. So I can hit the pressure plate again and it will close. Or I can close it with the button. So it works from the inside and the outside. If I ever ended up back inside or back outside from one way or the other, I'm not going to get myself locked out. So the signal from the button comes through this block, through the repeaters. This is to prevent the piston being powered, I believe. Going down here, we've got the redstone, and then this goes down underneath, and is this wire into the T flip-flop right here. The pressure plates, the power from those, oh man, I cannot jump. They come right there, down here, and then this power stream right there. Oh wait, I lied. This one. Power comes from the pressure plates that are right in front of me, down here, and then underneath, and connect with this line, which is the line that goes outside. This line is coming from the output of the T flip-flop, going around, and I'm sure there's a better way to do this, but this is the way I could figure it out, and it made sense to me. And then this goes back in and hits this line, which is actually the line that runs underneath and powers the door. So I think I am going to be removing this pressure plate, actually. Reason being is it is so close to my stairs. I want to be able to run to them without accidentally opening my door and letting a creeper get me. That wouldn't be very cool. So I think I'm just going to leave the one on the far side. So when I come in, I can just run over this side to close it. And then if I'm going down my stairs, I won't accidentally kill myself. So now we just gotta clean up the room, fill some blocks in. There we are. I still haven't decided the scheme for this floor. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but until I do decide, I'm gonna keep the smooth stone, just because it's prettier than cobble. Cobble's quite possibly the ugliest brick in the game. Um, I believe they actually made it look better a long time ago than it used to. I'm not sure. I think that's the case though, because yeah, it's bad. The mossy cobble is still really gross too. Um, yeah, I hope that gets an update at some point, because I do love the way the smooth stone brick mossy looks. They need to just make the cobblestone one look just like that. It'd be awesome. There we are. Run outside. Sweet. Little viewing area. So now I gotta fill all this in. Smooth it out. The other thing is, with this here, I'm gonna have to extend this out to cover it up, which I'm not terribly happy about, but it got me to have a working door, so I think I'm fine with living with that. Yeah, so that'll work. Maybe put some flowers there. So yeah, I'm gonna finish cleaning this up, fall in the water and drown, and I'll see you guys in a moment. Alright guys, so we've filled up everything inside. I left this unfinished because I've got to move the bed. I'm going to get rid of this whole corner. So I haven't finished making that. And then I basically just filled it in so that it's closed. When we come to this room and work on finishing it up, that's when we will complete this wall and match everything up and get it all pretty. So we're going to go outside. I did a little bit of work on the bridge so far. There it is. It's not very big, not very much room for it, so it's missing a lot of stuff like handrails, but it serves its purpose. You know, I can get over it really easily, get from one end to the other without having to swim. I think it looks alright. Definitely could use some work, but without it being 3 wide, so I can put like a handrail on each side, or like 5 wide preferably. This is kind of the options. But when it's like this, you know, you can look and jump into the water if you want. So I need to put down, because if you look at it from this side, you can see through the water. So I'm going to put down some supports going down. And the other thing I'm going to do is fix this water that is going down that way. Just fill it up with a bunch of buckets. Add some more grass in here, over here. I started adding a bit over on this side, so I can get around there a little easier, but I ran out of dirt. Got a couple, but more than less ran out. I want to put some leaves around like the edges, so that it kind of looks like shrubs leading up to it. But in order to do that, as I don't have any leaves, I need to get some iron and go harvest some. So I think we're going to go do that. We're going to end up going to the tree farm this episode. You guys can check it out. So we'll run down to the fishery. This wall is going to need to be closed off, another layer added so that the diamonds can't be seen from the outside. There we are. And let's grab some iron. 1, 2, 24. That works. There we are. Let's grab 3 of those shears. Bring some iron with me. And yeah, I did a little bit of shaft mining, branch mining, in between when I was frustrated with the door not working. And I've got myself a nice little stack of shiny rocks. Also a complete stack of lapis blocks now. Almost a second complete stack. Yeah. Alright, so let's head up to the tree farm. It's a bit of a run, so that'll give me a chance to talk. I don't know about what, but we shall see what comes to mind. So yeah, I really want to do something about these stairs. Add something. Maybe pictures. Definitely make it taller so I stop hitting my head. Kind of annoying. And we're outside. Close the door since we're going away. Even though we're on peaceful. But whatever. There we are. So yeah, that's the front of the house as it stands right now. You know, completely hidden except for that button. We're gonna have to add a good bit to it. Make it pretty. So yeah, then We're going to have to fill in the hole from the creeper, that kind of stuff. So I'm just going to sprint over to the tree farm. It's up there, obviously. It's not too terribly far away. It's a pretty quick journey. Just through this tiny little desert. When I was doing that branch mining, I found a cave, that pillar over there. So I was exploring this cave. I had 30-something diamonds on me, a couple stacks of coal, a couple stacks of redstone, 2 stacks of iron, half a stack of gold. So yeah, I was like, I need to get back to the surface. But instead of finding my way out, I ended up finding an abandoned mine shaft down at the basically bedrock layer. It's around level 10, a bit above that too, or a bunch above that. It goes up. So I just dug straight up from an entrance kind of area and pillared up so I can find it again. So I can be doing some clearing of an abandoned mine shaft that's down in the level where it's possible to find diamonds. So that's going to be something I think we might do on camera at a later date. Definitely not on peaceful, so there's some monsters spawning, make it fun. So yeah, climb up this ladder. And this is the tree farm so far. I kind of stopped working on it, like a lot of things, once it got to the state where it was functional. It gets me more than enough trees, so it's kind of like, I'm going to go do something else instead of finishing it. There we are, the tree farm. So we got some glass panes. I started putting glass panes around, ran out of sand, so I was like, I need to go find another desert, because I didn't want to tear this one up anymore. So then I didn't want to keep running back and forth through that swamp, so I ended up making the mine shaft, or the minecart track tunnel. So yeah, that took a while, and it was a detour from this, so one thing leads to another. Up here, we've got a great view. Great view. So there's my house. That's why I decided I wanted to stop tearing this up as well. And then right there, that was natural. It looks like a giant hand to me, so I think it looks pretty cool. Reaching up into the mountain, or out of. Over there, awesome little lagoon. Some waterfalls coming down, and it doesn't lead to a river. It's just a lake. I think it looks really cool. Definitely want to do some stuff over there, but no time soon. That's going to be far in the future. We're going to mess with the lake, because it's just too cool. Over to this side, there's a giant plain grass biome. There's a village out there somewhere, actually, that I saw when I was jumping up from that pillar. But yeah, villages are pretty much worthless as it is, so nothing going on there. So yeah, the tree farm, these are actually stairs facing inwards, and then a half slab right here. The only problem is you can kind of see the dirt and the glowstone, but by the time I had put all that in, I had already done all the stonework, and I just didn't want to undo it. So I think it works out though, because I can step up to it without a problem. I don't have to jump. Harvest all the trees really easily. Oh, so there's 3 columns going this way. There's the hole for the ladder, which is temporary, and a bunch of stuff I just threw over here to store things and make things when I was building the tree farm. So like somewhere around here where this starts is going to be the center room. There's going to be like a house where I'm going to have all this stuff, a lot of storage space for extra trees, and then going off in that direction, and that direction from this central hub, I'm going to have more of the tree farm copied over there, and there. So it looks cool, it'll be symmetrical, and I'll have a lot more trees. Right now this farm is 33 trees, and there's 11 in each row. So yeah, it'll give me a lot more, and I'll have to come up here and harvest trees like once, get 10 stacks. So yeah, up here. Oh, I did have leaves. Oh well, we're gonna get some more leaves. Yeah. As it gets dark, rest for a bit. I don't think I'm gonna harvest the trees. I think I'm just gonna grab some leaves. What is it? Right click. There we go. I love how fast leaves get harvested. It's so quick and easy. It's great when you grab them. It just feels like you're accomplishing so much as you're flying through these trees, just harvesting leaves. Only if it's that easy in real life. Don't have to put them into bags, rake them up. Kind of annoying. I don't know about you guys, but where I live, all the trees, it's like a new neighborhood, so all the trees are super small. They're little twigs, that got put in there by the developers. Where you used to live, you know, there's giant trees that have just been there forever and ever, just like in the backyards and stuff, so that was always really cool. But yeah, this new area, you know, all these developments sprouting up everywhere, it's just like little saplings. There's no real trees anymore. So yeah, we don't have to worry about leaves, which is nice though. As each tree has about 6 of them that die before you need to rake them up. Alright, let's see. Should have a whole lot of leaves by now, but I think I'm just going to go through all 3 of these shears that I brought with me. So yeah, I think I'm going to finish that up, make a cut, and we'll be back at the bridge. Do some work there. So, see you guys in a little bit. Nope, wrong button. No one saw that. Alright guys, so we're back home. Something else I wanted to mention. I really like also the reason why there's only one pressure plate. Something I kind of noticed as I was working out here. I kept having to run back in and, you know, swap something out or grab some more stuff from a chest. And if I'm, you know, playing on peaceful, just leave the door open, there's no worries. And I can run in without setting off this pressure plate and closing the door. So I don't have to keep waiting. I can run back in here, you know, grab whatever it is I need, and then run back out. So it works well. I was actually going to sleep, that's what it was. So did a tiny bit of work on the bridge. And, or not the bridge, but the foliage. So we've got this one side, added a bit of dirt in, and then, yeah, we've got the creeper hole. This is going to have to be filled in. No more bad memories of getting exploded to little bits. I absolutely love creepers. I think they're one of the coolest enemies in any game. They're just creepy. In a 16-bit graphic game, you know, like, you wouldn't think you'd be scared of a monster, but when you see just a tiny face poking up from behind a wall, it's super creepy because you just know how much damage they can do. Oh man, creepers. Very cool. So yeah, this side we've got it doubled up. That side, not yet. Actually triple. I put one more beneath the water right there. Let's get rid of this too. We don't want this nasty cobblestone if I happen to fall in the water. There we are. Throw some dirt in there. Yeah, so I think just from what's done, I'm standing over here, you know, run out. It kind of looks like fences or a hedge that's on the front yard or something. Kind of keep monsters at bay. This is the start of my home. No one come within. That kind of a thing. So yeah, I think we're going to double up this side. There we go. See how that looks. Awesome. I think I like it. I don't know if we're going to go taller than that because I don't want it to obscure too much of the face. But yeah, I think it'll work out just like that. Probably extend it out more into this way. I'm going to hold off on that because I've got to fix the desert where all that testing junk is. I got to destroy this. This is actually the pen where I kept all my pigs and sheep and chickens in until I made the animal processing unit. This is all messed up because I kept getting stuck inside. But yeah, actually, to get them out of this pen, I just drilled down, and it happened to, and then tunneled over a bit. Or no, I didn't have to tunnel at all. The farm actually ended up being right below here. I could be wrong, bad memory. But yeah, this was just tunneled down, and then I basically just pushed them all and blocked myself up or away as we went so that they couldn't get back out. So yeah, this is all going to need to be destroyed. No sense having that ugly thing in the yard. Chicken. That chicken has been there basically since I started the game. He's on that one block, and he can't go anywhere. It's too high right there, so I don't think he can fly up to it. And I guess he just doesn't want to fall down that far. So that chicken's been sitting there forever. There'll be eggs up there sometimes. There'll be eggs down here that fell. Sometimes I'll actually end up grabbing the egg through the glass if I'm standing on the inside. And then right there is the minecart station up on that level, where you can see that, maybe possibly see that bit of glass. And then that comes out here. So that's going to need to be prettied up. That's where that overhanging gardens kind of thing is going to be. So this side looks pretty. Yeah. So we're going to continue the foliage over this way. But yeah, I don't think we're going to go too much further until that gets all destroyed. And then this is going to lead, well, into a path over to whatever I decide to put over there, and whatever I decide to put over there. So there's lots of room to create a path going this way with this on the side. We can even line this side with it once we decide what we're doing. Then it can match. So yeah, I think we're going to throw some more dirt around here. Cover up some of that sand, get rid of that, and then especially throw more dirt around this way and create this path going over this way. I don't know if it's going to be a path, but definitely something to walk on so that I can get over here to my nether portal without any problems. This is also where from the first episode we started. Our spawn's over here. These torches lead to this path down to the abandoned mine shaft. Down that way. There we are. So yeah, I'm over here not terribly often anymore, but enough that I definitely want it to be easier to get to. The other thing is across this little gap is where these cobblestone blocks are leading me to. There's the minecart track. So I gotta close this up, but I come this way when I'm working on it as well, instead of having to go up around the side of the mountain. So yeah, I still want it to be easy to get to for when I'm working on it still. Eventually I'm never going to be coming out this way, and the path's not going to serve much purpose. But until then, I definitely want to not have to swim. Have to not have to. Learn to talk, right? Yeah, these cobblestone blocks were, I just threw them down so I knew the line, the middle point, so that I could start working on it when I was digging underground, so I could find my way back. So yeah, I think I'm going to throw some dirt down over this way. Maybe work on the front entrance a little more, because right now it's just kind of smooth plain stone. Not quite sure what I'm going to do, but yeah, we shall see, guys. We shall see. Alright guys, so I finished up the outside, or at least as far as it's going to get for now. However, if we turn to the right, the inside. What happened to the wall? It is gone. I think I'm going to make this glass so we can see out this way. However, I'm pretty much out of glass and sand, so I'm going to have to do a bunch of mining. But I don't really feel like doing that this morning, so we're going to have a giant hole for now. It's coming over this way. Yeah, we had little light posts. Extended this out, little short path. Come across the bridge. So yeah, we've got our shrubs right here on each side, and over on this side too. Looks kind of overgrown. We've got the lamppost sticking out. I like the way it turned out, so yeah, we've got a bit more color to the front of our house. I changed the bricks on the doors to iron. I had them as diamond, but I didn't like the way they looked. They stuck out too much. So I switched them to iron. I think they work well because they blend in with the smooth stone slabs. And yeah, then there's those around to create a door frame. I absolutely hate the fact that this has to be here, but to cover up the repeater for that, it needs to be. There's probably another way to do this. I just don't know what it is. So for now, we're going to have that, because yeah, it doesn't fit. I mean, I could double it up here, like so it's symmetrical, but then it would get in the way of the shrubs. But yeah, so this is the front of the house for now, guys. This is the end of episode 2. I don't know what episode 3 is going to be quite yet. We shall be having a surprise. Your guess is as good as mine. Have a great night, guys. Keep playing Minecraft.